Hello and welcome to another ReShade tutorial. Today we're gonna learn about wrappers, how they work and what they do. The game that we are going to take a look at is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. This is a 2002 game that uses DirectX 8. So as you know, ReShade only works with DirectX 9, 10 and 11 games and OpenGL and Vulkan. And when you select Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, it gives you a little warning telling you that you need a file from this URL to help you play with ReShade. So if we install ReShade as DirectX 9 on the game and just try to run it, we're not gonna get anything. I'm gonna show you right now. If we just close this and open the game, we're gonna see that the game is has a very small window and no ReShade inside. So the game is running, I think it's 800 by 600. If we quit right here, so to fix that, we're gonna need to download a file from the internet. If we go to the ReShade site and click on releases, and go down to D3D829, this is a wrapper. It basically translates DirectX 8 calls to DirectX 9, basically fooling ReShade into thinking the game is running on DirectX 9. So we're gonna click on keep because this is a DLL file and Windows doesn't like you downloading weird DLL files. We're gonna copy it and we're gonna paste it on the game folder. You're gonna see we have right here, we have the wrapper and the ReShade file. Both are made by Crosshair. So both are ReShade. This is the wrapper and this is ReShade. It was made in 2015. Okay, so if you run the game now, we're gonna see that we have ReShade, but we still bound to the game the game original resolutions and effects and stuff. So to fix that, we're gonna need to download another file from the internet. This one is gonna try to fix most of the issues that we face when trying to play old games on newer hardware. So if we go to the internet and search for DGVoodoo2, should be the first link, and we're gonna go to the latest stable version, download this, and if you open it with WinRAR, you're gonna see a lot of files. Don't worry, it's just a little bug, I think. I'm gonna extract it, and here you can see you can run very old versions of very old games on Windows, even 3DFX games. So the files that we need are those two files, the control panel and the config file. We're gonna copy them, paste it into the game folder, and since we're gonna we're not going to need this DLL anymore, this is the wrapper, we can delete it, and this one is the ReShade one, but since we need to paste the DLL that has the same name here, we're gonna just rename it ReShade DLL, and we're gonna go to DGVoodoo and gonna go to the Microsoft one, and this is where Microsoft made DirectX. So you go to Microsoft and x86. How we know that it's an x86? If we go to the PC gaming wiki page of the game, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, we scroll all the way to the bottom. We're gonna see here the API that's running on DirectX 8.1 and is a 32-bit application. So 32 is 86 and 64 is 64. So we're gonna go here and grab all the files here, copy, paste it here, and now we're gonna open the control panel. If this field right here is not filled for you, if there's nothing here, you're gonna click on this little dot and backdash and it's gonna autofill it for you. And right here you can select the DirectX level that you want the game to output. Like if you want the output to be DirectX 10, 11 or 12, you can select any one that you want. I'm gonna select DirectX 11. Right here you can select the adapters, the video cards that you have on your computer. I'm gonna select all of them, leave it to default. I'm gonna select on windowed mode and centered keep aspect ratio. This will make so that whatever resolution you put in, it's gonna keep that that aspect ratio and doesn't make the game stretched, basically. So here we're done here on this tab right here. We're gonna go to DirectX, the DirectX tab, and right here you can select different emulated video cards. Leave as default. I'm gonna increase the VRAM to 1 GB just to have like a little bit of room to play. If you have problems with the game, you can just increase or decrease this. Some games don't play nice with higher VRAM amounts. Anyway, here you can force an isotropic filtering for a little bit smoother textures, and here you can change the resolution for the game. So I'm gonna select a 1080p resolution. I'm using a ultra wide monitor, but it doesn't play nice with ultra wide monitors resolutions. And I'm gonna disable Alt Enter to toggle screen state. This is specific for this game. A lot of games you have to play around with the settings to get it right, and you can force MSAA as well. So I'm gonna apply, click OK, and when I launch the game, you're gonna see it goes into full screen. We see the DG Voodoo watermark, and the game is running on 1080p. You can switch between windowed mode and full screen mode just fine. Windowed mode, it breaks the mouse pointer. So if the game doesn't use mouse pointer like this one, you can navigate it to the keyboard just fine, then it's okay. But if it does, you can set it to full screen and it should work just fine. But we don't have ReShade anymore, so what gives? We're gonna exit the game, yes, and now we're gonna remember that we had like the D3D9 DLL from ReShade, and we just renamed it to ReShade. Now we're gonna rename it back to DXGI. This is the standard name for DirectX 10, 11, and 12 applications. And if you want, you can just install ReShade again, but there's no point on it because we installed it already. And just by renaming that, you're gonna open the game, and you're gonna see that we have ReShade. If we open, we have all the shaders as normal. Little hiccup, yeah. We have all the shaders working just fine, and right here you can see the game is running on DirectX 11. With some luck, we can even get a depth buffer working. Let's see. We're gonna go and display that. Let's see if we can get something. And there you go. It's a little bit wide. I'll make a tutorial on how to fix that. This is just because it's on full screen. So if we're gonna, yeah, there you go. Settings, scroll up. You can see in windowed mode. It should be fine on your screen. It's only that way because my ultra wide screen. So yeah, it works just fine. You can even use depth of field effects. Let me see if there's one here. I don't have any depth effects set. Yeah, I don't have any. Yeah, you can use depth of field, you can use MXAO, you can use whatever shader you want. And that's how you use DG Voodoo to get old games working on Windows again. If we quit here, you can even force MSAA to have a little bit smoother edges. With DirectX 4, apply, okay. Open the game back. ReShade still working. ReShade still working. DirectX 11. You can see DirectX MSAA is active, so there's no depth buffer. But we have smoother edges. Look at that. Game from 2002 running on a recent hardware. Kind of recent. Yeah, smoother edges. The animation is still a little tricky. Let's see how many FPS we're getting. So if I show FPS, getting 144 FPS. That's good. Increase the size of it a little bit. Yeah. So we're running a game very smoothly with MSAA and all the fancy stuff. Can use ReShade just fine. Some HDR, fake HDR, film grain. Change the colors, change the vibrance. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. A second option is to use something that's called DXEK. What this does is basically translate DirectX API calls from DirectX to Vulkan, and it's mainly a Linux-based wrapper to help with wine compatibility and stuff, but it also can be used on Windows. So we're just gonna go to the DXVK GitHub right here. If you search for DXVK, should be the first link. We're gonna go to releases here to the right, and we're gonna click on the tar.gz file, and it's gonna download it for us. And it comes if it doesn't open with WinRAR, you can just right click and extract to whatever folder you need to. And right here you can see there's a shell script to run on Linux and the x64 and 32-bit versions of this application. We're gonna run Verlet Swing. That's a DirectX 11 game in Vulkan right now. So another way to, you can also run it on Need for Speed as well, because now ReShade runs on DirectX since DG Voodoo is translating the API calls to DirectX 8 to DirectX 11. You can just drag it, these two files right here. These two files. Just copy them and paste them on the folder. Where is it? The Hot Pursuit folder. It's gonna overwrite the ReShade folder. The ReShade file, that's fine, we can install it later again. And if you run it, I think I have ReShade to run on Vulkan. No, I don't. We can just close. Yeah, old games don't play nice with window mode. And just hit on exit. We can install ReShade on Vulkan. Let me just grab ReShade right here. Setup, select, browse, click on Need for Speed. Okay, click on Vulkan. Yeah, we're gonna install some depth effects just to make sure. This should have it. Yeah. Notice. Click OK, and it's gonna download the shaders. Okay, enable Vulkan globally, and okay. And if we run the game now, where is it? We still don't have it. That is weird. Let me try downloads DXEK. Oh, because not a 64-bit, it's a 32-bit. Brain fart. And just paste it here. Overwrite. Close it, and open it again. And just open it again. And there we go. We are running a 2002 game on Vulkan, if you believe it. You see right here, it's running on Vulkan. That'll be funny. It'll be funny. And if we go to Quick Race, this is too funny. if we, oh yeah, we have MSAA active. That's probably a problem. You can see, as you can see, Vulkan has its drawbacks. We're not hitting peak performance right here. I think MSAA is still coming from DG Voodoo. Yeah, let's quit showing this. ReShade's still working on the game, by the way. It's just, yeah, it's not loading. You can see there's it's just too much. Anyway, you're gonna quit showing those. Yeah. As you can see, there's a lot going on. But if you go to a more up-to-date game and go to its local files, can close this, and we grab the 64-bit and you can just dump it here. This is the ReShade DLL. Just rename it to a backup file, backup, and yeah, just overwrite it. And if we play the game, Red Hot Swing is a DirectX 11 game. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm still recording. So, yeah, as you can see, we have ReShade, and it's running on Vulkan. Oh my goodness, it's too funny. We have MSAA active. Can we use any shaders? MXAO? No. Yeah, it's top display. It's inverted. It's ReShade depth profile is, oops, I think that's it. Set it to 1. Shade I think that's it. Let me check. Not here. It should be shaders, ReShade, edit. Depth input, yeah. Upside down. There we go. Let's see. Upside down. There we go. I'll teach you guys how to do that later. How to fix most of your stuff with ReShade. Hey, not. MXAO, and boom, we have it. Where's the debug mode? Yeah. It's too much. Yeah, that's how you install DXEK on newer games. If you made a backup of your ReShade DLL like I did right here, you can just delete the DXEK ones and just rename it back. Yes, and just play the game again and it should work just fine. This is an old version of ReShade. I was doing the tutorial for how to downgrade your versions. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we don't have the preprocessor definitions. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Yeah, it's right here, upside down. I set it to 0. Not even the search is working. Display depth, yeah. Yeah. This is a new version of ReShade. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, that's how you install DXEK, and that is used mostly for compatibility when your game doesn't want to load ReShade, you just do that. But yeah.